welcome back to the podcast, Redeemed. We are talking still about the prophet Elisha. So many good stories here. And last time we talked about the pot of death. Now, this one that we're going to be talking about here is probably one of the most well-known stories or narratives, if you will, from the life of Elisha. I mean, there's a lot of people that know this story, and rightly so.
I was going to say,
there's a lot of cool things that happen in it. Mm-hmm. All right, so what do we got going on? We have Naaman. He's commander of the army of the king of Aram. Okay, so basically all we need to know there is that he's a very high-ranking official, and he has a problem. That problem is that he has a disease called leprosy, which if you do any research on that, that's a pretty nasty disease.
Yep.
Especially back then because there was no cure for it.
Zilch nada.
And it was something that could be passed on.
Yeah.
Like it was...
really easily.
They used to kick you out. All the lepers, I mean, it talks about...
colonies.
Yep, and they had the leper colonies, and they all had to live outside the city gates.
Yep. Yep. And so he was starting to worry about this, of course. He went to all the different doctors he could find. Nobody could help him. But he happened to have, a little servant girl that had been captured by raiders that was working for his wife. And she suggested that he go see this prophet who was in Samaria. And she said that he would cure him of his leprosy. So right there's a lot of faith.
Yeah.
Just in this poor little servant girl. First of all, if you had taken me from my home, I'm not sure I'd be happy to
you know what?
I hope you die.
Yeah. But she does. She wants to help him out.
She does.
So,
that's how
she tells him this, and Naaman decides it sounds like a good idea.
He's at the end of his rope.
Might as well try it.
He goes to the king and says, hey, I want to go see this guy. Can you send a letter to their king? So he sends a letter to the king. Of course, the king of Israel's like, what am I supposed to do with this? Yeah, he tore his robe, actually, is what it says. Am I God? Can I kill and bring back to life? Why does this fellow send someone to me to be cured of his leprosy? So when Elisha heard about it, he said, what? Send him to me.
Yeah.
And I'll handle it for you. So Naaman does. Naaman goes and sees him. Now, the way that this interaction happens, of course, is not exactly as Naaman expected. Because remember, Naaman is supposed to be a high-ranking official. Someone of some importance. He's the commander of the armies of Aram.
Yeah. A successful commander, too, it says.
He's a somebody.
Yeah.
Or at least he thought he was. Mm-hmm. So Naaman, in my mind, and this is not probably quite how it goes, but I see Naaman kind of pull up to Elisha's front door.
Yeah.
Gets out.
It is I.
Yeah.
Naaman. Mm-hmm. Heal me, peasant.
And Elisha doesn't even come out of the house.
No. You come to me.
No, doesn't even do that.
I know.
Doesn't even do that. Doesn't even say, hey, come to me. Nope, he sends a servant out.
Yep.
And gives him some instruction. And it's a very simple instruction.
It really was.
Elisha sent a messenger to say to him, go, wash yourself 7 times in the Jordan, and your flesh will be restored, and you will be cleansed. That's it.
And that's why he's like, why do I need to come outside for that?
Yeah, honestly, yeah.
Why do I need to
this
get
can't
up?
be messed up.
I'm busy. I'm praying.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm in the middle of something. I'm going to help you out. Jordan's right over there. In and out 7 times.
Yeah.
You're good. That's all you got to do, dude.
It seems simple.
It does.
But now Naaman was angry. Because why? Because he thought he would surely come out and stand and call on the Lord, name of the Lord, and wave his hands over the spot and cure me of my leprosy. And he said, aren't these 2 rivers in Damascus better than all the waters of Israel? Couldn't I go wash in them and be cleansed? So he turned and he went off in a rage, which is interesting, okay? So he came all this way to be healed. Didn't like the way the prophet talked to him about it.
And didn't like the way the prophet said, this is how you'll be healed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, you don't want to die? You like not having leprosy?
Mm-hmm.
Jordan's right over there.
Huh?
Nah.
Now, as he's headed back towards his home, I'm sure he's grumbling the whole way.
Yeah.
Can't believe that man of God ball.
Yeah.
I could just see it.
He's not even real. He didn't even come out and see me.
But then a couple of his servants go, if he had asked you to do something great, would you have not done it? How much more then when he tells you wash and be cleansed? So this strikes a nerve.
He's like, wait a minute.
With Naaman, he turns around, he goes back, and he does. He dips himself 7 times in the Jordan River, and he became clean. Not only clean, but like a young boy.
Crazy.
Healing powers. It was
Crazy.
almost like Elisha knew what God had planned there.
Oh,
Yeah.
absolutely. And just once again, God never does anything halfway. He's not only going to heal him, he's going to what?
Yeah.
He's going to heal you all the way.
All the way. But that's not where our story ends. So then he goes back and tries to give some stuff to Elisha. Elisha says, no, I don't need it, because he's Elisha.
Thanks, but no thanks.
Yep. He wasn't doing it for the money. He wasn't doing it for the fame. He was just doing what the Lord was telling him to do. So, boop, off Naaman goes. Gehazi, though, Elisha's servant, sees the stuff and decides, I want some of that.
Somebody's got to take it. That's what he's thinking.
It might as well be me.
Yeah.
And so he runs down the chariot and says, hey, master changed his mind. And like I said, I'm paraphrasing, but basically, master changed his mind. He wants such and such and such and such. So he gives him a whole bunch of stuff.
Yep.
Then he takes it to the house, hides it. Which is interesting because it's like, and I get it. They didn't have the Bible at that point. But you can't hide things from God.
They didn't have the Bible, but this servant has probably seen Elisha do some pretty crazy things.
He was there when Elisha healed the son, the Shunammite son.
See?
Yep.
So maybe, just maybe, you should be thinking, I bet he's going to find out about this. Whether God tells him or
Yeah.
he finds out on his own, I'm not going to be able to keep this from him.
Yep.
He literally, between him and God, raised a boy from the dead.
Yep.
Yeah.
But you think you're going to hide all these gifts?
Yep. We're gonna try.
We can try.
Yep. And so he takes all the stuff, hides it, and of course, then of course he goes and faces Elisha. And Elisha says, and I love this answer, was not my spirit with you when the man got down from his chariot to meet you? It's like, okay.
Just turn around, dude.
Well.
Just turn around and go.
Yeah.
It's like,
I'm sorry.
ooh, so
Yeah.
so Elisha, yeah, it's like, woo, okay. He says, is this the time to take money or to accept clothes or olive groves or vineyards? No. And because of this, Naaman's leprosy will cling to you
But not just you.
and to your descendants. And,
Forever. It says.
Forever.
okay, very, very, very key word there.
Just saying.
Forever. Then Gehazi went from Elisha's presence, and his skin was leprous. But not only leprous, it became white as snow.
And
So once again, even on the other spectrum, God doesn't do anything halfway.
Nope.
he lied to Elisha too.
Oh, yeah.
Because Elisha asked him, where have you been?
Yeah.
Nowhere.
I
Your
didn't
servant
go
didn't go
anywhere.
anywhere.
I ain't going anywhere.
Been here the whole time.
And then that's when Elisha hits him with the, was not my spirit with you?
When he got down off the chariot.
It's like, well, I didn't think so.
Well, in my mind, no.
Yeah.
But I'm starting to think maybe.
Yeah. The way you're saying it,
Sounds like you know
I
something.
feel like the answer is supposed to be yes.
Yeah, so greed.
Now there's a lot of lessons here. I like the lesson from the aspect of that when you are serving the Lord, you're not doing it for money, you're not doing it for fame, you're doing it to serve the Lord.
Absolutely.
And that's
glory.
that's what it was for Elisha. That's what he was proving was that I'm doing this because the Lord wants me to, not to get rich or to
Yeah.
become famous or anything like that.
For sure.
Because Elisha could have very easily become famous with all the stuff he was doing.
Yeah.
Very
I mean,
quickly.
Now, I believe he became respected, big time respected, as somebody you don't want to mess with, especially with another story that I want to cover a little bit later.
Well, healing someone as powerful as Naaman did a
raising
ton
somebody
for that.
from the dead. I mean,
Right.
the list goes on and on. So he had the respect of people.
And
There's a reason that girl was like, hey,
Yeah.
you need to go
That's
see
the
this
guy.
Go see him.
And we haven't even got to one of his biggest stories yet.
Yep. Yeah.
I mean, really.
Yep. And so I think that's a key right there is that when you are serving the Lord, you're not doing it to become famous, or you're not doing it to become rich. You're doing it just to serve the Lord. That's what it's about.
It's as simple as you're not doing it for yourself even.
Which is where
doing it for him.
Gehazi missed it. His heart wasn't in the right place.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so he was doing it for what? Oh, that looks good to me.
I like all that stuff.
All that. There was a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there
And
probably
why shouldn't
was.
I take it?
It was probably a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, it was a lot. It was a
Yeah.
lot. It was money and clothes, and I mean, well, like I said, the commander of Aram was
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
as well off.
He's got a lot of stuff to give. Gehazi was just trying to help him out.
And then, of course, you can't
So
overlook.
take it all the way back.
Came all this way.
Yeah, it's
Might as
rude.
well let me have it.
It's lighter to an empty chariot. That's be way faster for them.
And
Listen,
then you-
I could justify it just like he did.
absolutely.
Yeah, facts.
But I just, his mistake, though, his greater mistake was he lied about it.
Yeah.
I think if
Correct.
he'd have been honest, said, Elisha, I'm sorry, I wanted it. I understand that that's not what we're about. I'll go get rid of it.
Or
But
Elisha
there was
could have
no
used it
repentance,
as
you
a
know what I'm
teaching
saying?
moment. He could have done a lot of things there, but instead he says, "I didn't know. I didn't go anywhere. I've been here the whole time. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
You didn't see me. I was right there."
Which is
You know,
crazy.
I'm not sweating or anything.
trying
here.
to lie to him.
Yeah. So yeah, that's the guy you're gonna lie to.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
He's pretty in tune with God. Let's not try lying to him.
Yeah. Yeah, because like that, all that works out. And then you want to make sure that you have a heart for the Lord when you're doing things. Lord expects obedience. He wants obedience. I mean, we talked about that on Sunday. You know what I'm saying? God takes obedience very important. He considers it very, very important.
Watch out for lions.
Yep. So I mean, there's just so many things we can pull from here. But I think the main one is to make sure that you do things with the right heart.
Absolutely.
And the right heart is to just serve the Lord because we're called to serve the Lord.
Yep. For sure.
All right. Well, you guys have a wonderful rest of your week, and we'll see you next time.